Howdy folks, welcome to Coffee and Tools. What if I told you all these printers right here are all going to be about the same price on Black Friday? Yeah, which one do you buy? Yeah, tomorrow's Black Friday. So on Black Friday, all this stuff's going to be on sale. There's going to be a great price. So tomorrow I'm going to release a short video, it'll only be about 3.5 minutes or something, but it will include a coupon code and a great price for one of these printers that will net you the printer for about $179. Wow, you know, yeah, good deal. Now, we need to take a look though. All these printers I've got here actually have some different features, some pluses, some minuses, and whatever. And I thought if you're looking for, shopping for around for a printer and you want to spend that $200 range or something, this is a good, situation to look at because they're not all the same. They are different. So let's take a quick look at each one and just talk about the features and the differences between them. Let's start with the auxiliary Hornet. It retails for around $229, but tomorrow, Black Friday, it'll be on sale. And it's a sweet little machine. It only had one caveat, I guess we'll call it. The Bowden tube right here is kind of a very unusual one. Usually you don't see these with 3D printers. So it sort of threw me off, and it's like, okay, if I have to replace it, it's going to be expensive, and I can't just buy a third party. I'll have to go to auxiliary to find this particular Bowden tube if I never have to replace it. So that was kind of a downer. The other thing with this particular unit, it has a Z-rod back here where the load is. It also has good guide wheels on this side. So it's fairly nice and level going up and down. It's not a problem. Build plate size, 220 by 220 by 250. Again, that's where a lot of us, measure a 3D printer, is how big it can, what size are we talking about? And that's all a millimeter metric, of course. Get your tape measure out or Google it. Yeah. The upside is the price, plus it has a full-size SD card, which I love that. I don't have to convert anything. It already comes with a full-size SD card. Real easy control that you just push the button, go down through the menu, push the button to select what you want to do. So really no complaints there. It has a nice carrying handle too for portability, so you can carry this thing around a little bit. If you have to move it to a project area, do something, when you want to put it away, you can pick it up and take it and put it somewhere else or store it. Also, this is sort of a nice feature. I didn't know if I would like it or not, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but the roll of spooling will sit out here and spool into the feed, and that's fine. Now the driver, or the feeder for the plastic or the filament here, is back here, pushes through the filament through here, and it pushes the filament down here to the extruder. This is an older design kind of idea concept. You'll still see it on 3D printers, but some of these other ones I've got sitting here, I've got better. So we'll be looking at that in a minute. But right now, this is not necessarily that great. You're pushing from all the way over here to all the way over here, and certain filaments don't like that, too much. Getting the filament as close to the extruder is probably a good idea. Next machine in my lineup here is the Tarantula. You like the name, Again, full-size SD card, very, very good. This is the Bowden tube right here that we were talking about. Now this one here, you can buy an upgrade Bowden tube from a third party and change this and upgrade the machine. So this is a slightly better situation than what I had over here with the Hornet, and that's why I was talking about it. Now this one here is priced a little bit higher, but also it has a larger build plate size. This one is 235 by 235 by, I believe it's 250. You're moving towards a little bit more money, and you're getting into a bigger machine, slightly, with a really pretty face on it, of course. And again, the drive is back here and is pushing the filament through to the extruder. These are things you want to concern yourself with, because if you're running PLA, this isn't going to make much difference. But if you want to run, and I'm going to just jump on it like I did the other day, TPU is what's in this machine right now, and that can jam up like that in a heartbeat, because your driver to your extruder is so far back here that the rubberized kind of filament is so flexible, it can get caught in the gears and create a jam up, and it can be a mess. But The Tarantula, we tested it the other day, and I was really surprised. It ran the TPU without any problem. It's also rated to run a lot of different filament types. So this one offers a little bit more than maybe what this guy can do. So a little bit bigger, a little more, you know, flexibility to what it can run. And again, it's a well-built machine. It's very pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty face. It has the single Z rod again out the back. And again, nice guide wheels all the way around for the up and down. So your Z, your X, I mean, everything is going to come together nicely. Shouldn't really have any problems. It's well designed, so it should last, you know, years of functioning and be able to produce and create whatever parts you need. So those are these two guys here. Let's go to my favorite here. Yeah. Again, if you're looking in the $200 range, this is not a pretty face compared to those other two, is it? No, it's more industrial looking. But it has, here it is, feeds the plastic right here, straight to the extruder. And Longer has been around for a long time. So they're a great company with 3D printers. So they have good reputation. They have good parts, you know. And with this direct drive right here, it's all in one package. You shouldn't have any trouble right here because the direct drive just takes all the monkey business out of the 3D printer. Build plate size is not as big. So the build plate is a little bit smaller than the Tarantula, but the features on here are pretty amazing, and the control package is awesome. One caveat on this machine, it uses a TF card to read off of, and again, I absolutely hate those things because they're so small, and if you drop them like I do in the office or even out here in the garage, yeah, you almost have to get a metal detector and a couple dogs together to try to go, you know, hunt it down and find it or something. I do like the spool is up on top. I've always liked putting it up there for these type of machines. It's a natural situation where the spool feeds through here, and it's got this little monitor up here. It's kind of cool. This to me is okay because it's like if you run a filament in the middle, you can restart your filament, restart your project. Good, you know. I should knock on wood, but I have never run a filament in the middle of a project. I've always sort of kept an eye out or measured it out. With I use, you know, Ultima Cura. Right now, it tells me how much filament I'm going to need for the project, and so I shouldn't go wrong at that point with the filament. Yeah, it does happen sometimes. The last one on the end here retails for $179, and it's the Rune, the Kingroon KP3S Pro. Boy, that's a lot of numbers. That one there starts at $179. It's probably going to be on sale for Black Friday. I don't have anything more than some coupon code stuff that I'm going to put in the description below for, well, we'll put description below. We'll put links in for all this stuff. But really, Black Friday, I'm not sure where they're going to be at this point. The favorite of these machines right now would probably come down to these two right here. The Tarantula and the Longer. They are both excellent machines. They're priced a little bit higher than the other two, but you've got a little bit more flexibility with features and the filament you can run. So the question is which one do you buy? Well, there's 4 good ones right there. The thing is, I think you need to sort of keep an eye out for is a brand name that has multiple different 3D printers in their lineup, so you know you're not buying a one-of from some no-name company that has tried to make their very first 3D printer. And any one of these is going to perform and probably do very well. In fact, I always do this, or generally try to do this. Let's take a quick look at a 3D project that any one of these machines could run and make something. And this will be a tool that goes on a pegboard. Cool. So here's a good example. This is a metal pegboard, and actually this was designed for a regular, you know, the fiber type pegboard. But here's a good example of something that was made on a 3D printer. The design is online at Thingiverse. You can download it for free, and with a 3D printer you can make one of these. And it's really a great little rack for just holding these little Craftsman screwdrivers right now. Made this a while back ago, but any one of those printers, you know, could make a project like that. It's no big deal. So buying my first 3D printer, I was very skeptical, very concerned. I was actually a little bit, you know, I was a little nervous. It was like, that's a chunk of change, and it was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this thing or not. I might not be able to learn it or something, but I'll tell you, there's absolutely no regrets to buying a 3D printer because it has done so much around my household. I cannot believe how many things. It opened up a whole world of not just like a hobby or a craft, but it just allowed me to even repair things that I brought in from like a yard sale, like the MIG welder last year. Picked that up at a yard sale. Some of the parts were broke inside, and it was like, wait a minute, these are plastic. I'll just 3D print and I'll actually make new ones that are better than what came with the welder and install it, which I did. And the MIG works probably better than brand new. The other thing we got to do today, so yeah, there you are. Hopefully that might help you a little bit to guide you towards, you know, what you maybe want to look at for a 3D printer. The next thing I want to do is we need to do a draw, because really we're giving away the Laser Master 3 Ortur machine, and so we got to draw for that. Let's go over to the workbench and let's draw for the laser now. Yes. So down here in Texas, we are sending out the Laser Master 3 from Ortur. I'll see if I can provide a link for that too, from where you can find them. Meantime, we got to draw for that thing, so let's get. That's a lot of tickets. This is about 100 more than I think we've ever had before, so that's a lot of people. And again, thanks everybody for, you know, jumping in there and entering for the contest, and we'll see what we got here. Boy, let's get this thing drawn, because Turkey Day is almost over with, right? Now we're all going to be on diets come Friday. Friday. We'll stir up the tickets. There's lots of them, and we'll see if we can't find somebody in this mess. And let's see who's getting this thing. Where are you? Oh, it's a blank. No, it's not blank. It's not blank. Okay. And you are Rob in Napa, Idaho. I don't even remember seeing that name or anything come across the line when we were going through all these tickets, but yeah, Rob in Napa, Idaho, you have won yourself a laser from Texas. Yeah. We'll get that out to you on probably come Monday there, buddy, and we'll have that shipped over to you. Meantime, let's just end. This is Turkey Day, so let's just say thank you for watching Coffee and Tools. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the notice bell. And I'm gonna just say that was it. But I'm out of here. Look at this. Look at this hairy mess. It's like, wow.